Imagine this. You walk into a room filled with people discussing a topic you think you know inside out. You've read books, watched videos, even debated about it before. But as you listen, you realize something strange. While others are engaged, asking questions and exploring new perspectives, you feel stuck. You nod along, but deep inside, you're not learning anything new. Now, let me ask you, when was the last time you truly learned something? Not just heard or read something, but absorbed it like a child seeing the world for the first time. If you struggle to remember, then you might be experiencing the opposite of what Zen calls Shoshin, the beginner's mind. And in today's video, we'll explore what it is, why we lose it, and most importantly, how to get it back. What is Shoshin? Shoshin is a Zen concept that means beginner's mind. It's the mindset of approaching everything with openness, curiosity, and a willingness to learn, just as a beginner would. Think about a child learning to walk. Every step is uncertain, yet exciting. They don't assume they already know how to do it. They simply explore, try, and adjust. Their mind is wide open. Now compare that to an adult who's convinced they already know something. The moment we believe we've mastered something, we close the door to deeper understanding. As Zen master Shunryu Suzuki famously said, "In the beginner's mind, there are many possibilities. In the expert's mind, there are few." But here's the catch. If Shoshin is so powerful, why do we lose it? Why do we lose the beginner's mind? The illusion of knowledge. Have you ever noticed that the more we learn, the more rigid we become? We gather facts, experiences, and opinions, and suddenly we feel like we know, as if we've reached the finish line of understanding. But knowledge should be an ever-expanding circle. Think about a time when you believed you knew everything there was to know about a subject. Whether it was cooking, a hobby, or a philosophical belief, you probably felt confident in your understanding. But then, a new idea or experience came along and challenged that belief. Instead of expanding our understanding, we tend to close off and dig in our heels, thinking we've already arrived. The moment we believe we've seen it all, we stop growing. Shoshin asks us to keep our minds open as if we are beginners on the journey of discovery. The fear of looking foolish. When we're young, we ask endless why questions. Why is the sky blue? Why do leaves fall in autumn? Why do birds fly south? But as we get older, we start to fear looking ignorant. We worry about how others perceive us. So instead of staying curious, we pretend to already know. Ironically, this fear of looking foolish keeps us from truly learning. Shoshin reminds us that embracing the unknown is a path to wisdom. To truly understand something, we need to ask questions and admit when we don't know. Ego and identity. Sometimes we attach our identity to what we know. We think, "I am an expert," or "I already understand this." The problem? When new perspectives challenge our beliefs, we resist them, because accepting them would mean admitting we were wrong. Let me ask you, have you ever rejected an idea just because it didn't fit your current way of thinking? It's easy to stay comfortable with what we know, but when we become too attached to our ideas and beliefs, we miss out on the potential to grow. True wisdom comes from having the humility to accept that there's always more to learn. How to cultivate Shoshin in everyday life. Now that we understand why we lose it, how do we bring the beginner's mind back? Let's break it down into 3 powerful practices. 1. Practice deep listening. Have you ever listened to someone, not to understand, but just to reply? That's the opposite of Shoshin. The next time you're in a conversation, try this. Listen as if you know nothing about the topic. Ask, "What can I learn from this?" instead of, "How can I prove my point?" Be fully present. No interrupting, no formulating your next response in your head. Simply listen with your full attention, as if you are hearing the words for the very first time. True listening allows new ideas to enter, and sometimes the most profound insights come from the most unexpected places. Imagine you're listening to someone explain a subject that seems familiar to you. Instead of thinking you know everything about it, approach it with curiosity. How are they explaining it? What new aspects are they revealing? What questions do you have now that you didn't have before? This shift in perspective opens the door to deeper learning and richer experiences. 2. Embrace I don't know. Many of us fear these three words. I don't know. We think it makes us look weak, but in Zen, admitting you don't know is the first step to true wisdom. Try this exercise. Pick a subject you think you understand well. Maybe it's a work project, a relationship, or a topic you're passionate about. Now, list 5 things you still don't know about it. For example, if you're an expert cook, ask, what spices have I never used in my cooking? What techniques are still unfamiliar to me? How could I approach a dish I've never made before? Then, actively seek answers, not to confirm what you already believe, but to discover something new. Ask questions, read, experiment, and explore beyond what you already know. By embracing uncertainty, we create space for deeper learning. 3. Question your own assumptions. Remember when I asked if you've ever rejected an idea just because it didn't fit your worldview? Let's revisit that. Think of a belief you hold strongly. Maybe it's something about your personal life or a global issue. Now, ask yourself, what if I'm wrong? What would the opposite perspective teach me? What evidence would change my mind? These aren't rhetorical questions. They're meant to challenge your thinking. Great minds don't seek to confirm their beliefs. They seek to challenge them. By questioning your own assumptions, you invite new information and different viewpoints into your life. It's not about being right or wrong. It's about expanding your capacity to understand the world in a deeper, more meaningful way. So, let's recap. Shoshin is the beginner's mind, the mindset of openness, curiosity, and learning. We lose it due to ego, the illusion of knowledge, and the fear of looking foolish. We can reclaim it through deep listening, embracing uncertainty, and questioning our own assumptions. Now, I'll leave you with one final question. What is one area of your life where you can practice Shoshin today? Maybe it's something you've become complacent with, a skill, a relationship, or a belief you've held for years. Take a step back. Approach it as if you're encountering it for the first time, and see what new possibilities emerge. Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's start a conversation. I'm excited to hear what you discover. If you found this video valuable, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more Zen wisdom. Until next time, stay curious, stay open, and embrace the beginner's mind.